Hey, yo, what's up? What's up? Right now, you watching Casino is a Name. Let me fix this. So we live right now with Kelley Parker, and he has a new course, a new real estate course that teaches you how to
Estimate.
how to estimate a renovation in 15 minutes. Now, I've gone on some flips with them to like look at some of the properties, and believe me, I don't know nothing. You can come up this way. So. I think. Oh no, I'm just right up there. So
Now you cut out up here.
oh, okay. So and we got like 5 cameras going on right now. Yeah. So all right. So I've gone on a renovation that they were doing and walked around, and I had no idea how much anything would cost. Like that's kind of what I was like. How much is this? How much is this? The whole time. And so now they got a course that kind of teaches you how to do this estimate in 15 minutes. And that's crazy to me because like I remember like just seeing like he knew how much windows would cost, he knew how much flooring and all these kind of things. And I'm just like, man, you know, you would have to be an expert, or you know have to be with him like all the time in order for you to kind of pick up on this stuff. And so now they got a course that does that for you. That's crazy. And want to tell them about the course?
Yeah, I mean, the reason Gino and I created this course was to help a lot of people who really need the help. Like they don't understand how important it is to have your numbers right from the beginning, so you won't get ripped off by people selling the house. I mean, contractors or whoever. So it's very important to understand the price of renovation. That's basically why we created the course.
Okay, so all right, so how are you able to do this? Like, how did you like as far as create a course or you show somebody how to do it in 15 minutes? Like, is it just because you have so much experience?
Now we got a lot of formulas.
Oh,
Like we have a lot of formulas for everything when it comes to renovating. For instance, if I come to your house and you got 15 windows, and I notice to replace a window on average is $300 for material and labor, I already know that's $4,500 in windows. So I know that $4,500. If I got a house that I got to gut out, it's 1,000 square feet, ain't no sheetrock in it, I'm gonna divide that by 10. That's gonna let me know I need 100 boards of sheetrock. So it's little formulas that we know. And for that 100 boards of sheetrock, I'm gonna come in around $40 for material and labor. So I already know that's another $4,000 for sheetrock to finish it.
Gotcha. So what do you think like most of the costs go when it comes to?
It depends on the condition of the house. Whether it's if you got some unknowns, like you purchase a house and then don't know that the wire is no good, that can be very expensive. So if you look at the panel and see that there's no GFCIs, they got the old twist fuses, you already know you got to rewire the house. If you go look at it and they got 2-prong outlets, you're gonna factor $5-6 a square foot for electrical.
Just in that by itself.
So we still on that 1,000 square foot house,
Mm-hmm.
$6 to $8,000 on electrical.
Wow.
So already I'm at 45 for the windows, 4 for the sheetrock, 6 to 8 for the electrical. And if I'm making notes of all this, then I already know I run 15 minutes, I'm out the house and I got a number for you.
Wow.
And we made this course not only for investors or future investors or even veterans. We made it for wholesalers too, because a lot of wholesalers out here paying too much for these houses because they don't know the price of renovation. So if you understand that this house gonna need 80 and not 50, you can use that on your behalf when you bargaining to get the house. So it's just something that's very important that people need. And another reason that we created this is because Gino and I get overwhelmed with people questioning us to come look at houses. We charge between $250 and $500 to come look at your house.
Just to look at it.
So if you got a house in Atlanta and you want me to come out personally inside of 285, I'm gonna charge you $250. Outside of 285, it's a little more. But just get ready to pay that. Or you can take the course and learn how to do it yourself and won't have to call me every other week.
And it's crazy. You think somebody could take your course, learn how to do the assessments, and then start charging other people
Yeah. If they
Create a
really
business out of it.
master the craft,
Yeah.
I mean, of course. I mean, we did the live class before we put out the online course, and we had maybe like 8 to 10 students, and we walked them through everything that we talked about. The course was about 5 hours,
Okay.
and we went to 3 properties. We went to one that's already been renovated, one partially renovated, and one that hasn't been touched. And on the last one was the one that hadn't been touched. So we made everybody get a scope of work and go fill it out. And everybody came back in on budget.
Dang,
Like
that's
within
crazy.
5,000 from every one of them.
That's crazy. So
And that was within 5,000 of our budget.
yeah. And
So,
y'all know
and they
y'all
knew nothing about
yeah.
it 5 hours earlier.
All right, so okay, so this is interesting because like when people hear 15 minutes or learn how to do an estimate in 15 minutes, they might think it's only 15 minutes worth of information. This is 5 hours worth of
it's
information.
really page by page, slide by slide, video by video, because it's all online. It's a lot of videos with me teaching and Gino teaching, whether it's classroom setting or in the field. It's 5-6 hours worth of information.
Right, so it's
So
solid.
it has, you get the scope of work, you get the cheat sheet, so you can learn how to estimate quicker when it comes to flooring, a wall, or paint, or roofing, or whatever. We teach you everything on how to renovate a property.
Yeah, by the way, could y'all smash the like button? For those of you who are on here, y'all hit the like button for me. It'll help the YouTube algorithm recognize this video, get it higher up, because we got the guy. If y'all got any questions about real estate, go ahead and try to ask him while we got him here. But so the course is $597, and they're giving you guys a discount of $300 if you use my promo code. So that is for my subscribers, for my viewers, you get a promo code of $300 off. So that'll bring the course down to $297.
Correct.
$597.
And that's what I charge you to come live at your house. So
yeah,
you either have me come out there one time for the price, or you can learn it yourself.
Yeah.
If you're in Atlanta.
Yeah, and it's crazy because like a lot of the people who I know who are interested in like doing flips, most of them want to be able to do it themselves because they know they can get with somebody else who can like flip the house for them, or kind of.
If you learn what things cost, nobody will be able to mess you over. Like the subs can't mess you over. Like I say, the homeowner can't sell you the price too high because you're going to be able to tell them what's needed. So it's very important that you learn this now. I mean, what Gino and I compiled in this course is over 20 years of information that we accumulated by doing this. So, and so you guys know it's serious. Gino and I are on schedule to flip over 60 houses this year, like 2021.
You say
60
houses this year.
Yeah.
They on schedule to flip 60 houses this year. What?
Right. And everybody that hired Gino and I to come out and give them an estimate, I mean,
60 houses.
We appreciate you guys, but we're going to be really busy next year. So we might not be able to get out and give you guys any estimates.
Because they're actually building 2 neighborhoods.
Correct. We're building a 5-home development in Henry County in McDonough. We're building modern farmhouses on 12 acres. And then in Atlanta, we're building 16 modern contemporary homes on 20 acres.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So how long ago did y'all close on the 20 acres?
We closed on 20 acres about a month and a half ago.
Oh, it's actually a lot. Not like, so like, it takes a while for like you to get the permits. And
listen, that development, Gino had been working on that a year.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say because
he been working on that.
I'm like, how is this moving so fast? Okay.
But we're not breaking ground on that development until next year. We're going to break ground on the McDonough lots next month, December.
Oh, wow. And that was the one that y'all did after, or y'all was working on that one before?
We closed on that one first.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a permanent issue.
Yeah, because what they're doing now is a whole nother level. So I can only imagine it takes a while to do that kind of development. But like we're talking about 16 houses on one of them, right?
Yeah, on
And
the
then 5 on another one, and so that's 20.
Gino's doing apartment buildings. He's working on a course for new builds. So you guys that want to learn how to build a house from the ground up, Gino is working on that course. It should be out in a month or two. Our guy Joseph, he's working on the course as well. I mean, we're trying to put out this information because too much is given, much is required.
Absolutely.
So we want to help as many people as possible, and the only way that we can help is to teach you. Like, I don't want to, if you're really in this game, to be in this game for the long term, you don't want to just hire people like me every time. You're not going to learn nothing. You need to learn this information yourself, and that's why we created these courses, because what good is having all this money and not knowing where it's going? You want to know where your money going when you get into this real estate game.
Yeah. So all right, so you got the houses you're developing, you're building. You have renovations. Are you still?
Yeah, we're still doing renovations, but we're doing our own renovations.
Okay.
Like next year, we probably won't do many other people renovations, because I mean,
so busy. Yeah.
Right, with the developments and stuff, and then Gino with the apartment complex. I mean, we're going to be spread a little thin, so we won't be able to take on any other clients unless they're like $1 million plus.
Yeah.
So
speaking of that mansion y'all are working on.
Oh, that ain't nothing.
That's crazy. That mansion. I need to
bro,
go see that one.
You should see the ones that are in the making.
Oh, for real?
6 million. Like, there's some big stuff about to happen, and not just with the real estate side. We're trying to get into the entertainment side as well.
Yeah, because I was gonna get into that. He beat me to it. So they also have a show called No More Bando that they're working on.
Yeah.
And so
the show is basically just we're going into these different neighborhoods around Atlanta with a special guest. We're going to call them talent, with a special talent that we will be showing how to renovate properties. They may or may not have a real estate background, but we're going to show them how to renovate, because we came up with the phrase "no more bando." When we go around all these hoods and people used to be trapping out the bando or whatnot, we used to say, it's more money. The bando is worth more money than what you're gonna make out of it.
Yeah.
So if you understand that, you may want to acquire that bando and renovate it and sell it or hold it, because a lot of people don't understand the value of real estate, and it's not their fault. It's our fault for not educating them. So if we can educate many people, then that's what we're going to do.
Yeah. So where you guys watching from? Check in for me. Let me know where some of you guys are watching from. Trying to see. We're here in the Atlanta area, and yeah, right here. All right. So, Ben X. I hope I'm saying that right. Said good evening, casino. I'm an avionics marine. In the schoolhouse in turn to get my CPA. I did some accounting classes before I enlisted, and currently enrolling into college at WGU. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. Get your CPA. So, and that's another thing, right? So I'm in a situation where a lot of my coworkers, they make a lot of money on the accounting side, and they're now trying to hurry up and buy some real estate because they made a certain amount of money and they need to clear up some of their taxes. So a lot of them are trying to get into flips or just buying whole.
I mean, you can't go wrong right now with real estate. Yeah. The only way you can go wrong is if you buy it wrong. And that's why we created this, to prevent people from purchasing real estate at the wrong price. Because if you buy too high, then you're gonna have to sell high. You might not sell, and it can be a drawn out process that way. But if you buy it right, renovate it right, it should go pretty quickly right now.
Let's see if I can call somebody. Somebody wanted to ask.
Y'all got any questions?
Somebody wanted to ask you some questions. Let me see if I can reach out to them. Let's see.
So yeah, I'll be on the lookout for No More Bando. I mean, we're in the process of shooting it right now. So.
Oh, they ain't answering me. Straight to voicemail. So. They missed their chance. So I had some people, I had one person for sure. So what she's trying to do is she's trying to find land in Atlanta. She wants to build from the ground.
Oh, I got a text.
Okay, that
She
might
told
be.
me, yeah. I didn't reply. I apologize.
I told her you be busy. They know. But
So you say she's looking for land.
she was looking for land in Atlanta, and she wants to build from the ground. She's also looking in like Blue Ridge or somewhere too, but she's looking in Atlanta. But
I mean, we're capable of doing it. I mean, with Brightstone Homes, I mean, we're doing a lot right now. So
somebody, Ben X asked, what do you guys think about multiple family units in Chicago?
I mean, I'm not familiar with Chicago as an investment opportunity, but I think multiple units anywhere is pretty good.
Oh yeah, somebody just asked, is this shareable? Yeah, share it. Share away. Yeah, multiple families. I mean,
I mean,
I want to get in the big multi though. Like I want to get like 100 unit.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
TI building one off of Bankhead.
Yeah, you see that?
Yeah, I wrote about it today. It's looking good.
Yeah,
looking real good.
According to him, he already had a lot of houses.
Oh, he everything on Bankhead between him and Killer Mike, they own a lot of it up and down Bankhead Highway.
Yeah, I think one time
if we had more artists or entertainers thinking like them guys, we'd be straight.
I think I saw it was in an article or somewhere. He some kind of interview he did. He was like, this is a while back, but he was like he had never touched his rap chicks. He had been living off real estate, flipping houses with his uncle or something like that. Like he enjoyed his career. Yeah,
he's a smart guy when it comes to real estate. He got some good people around him.
Yeah,
I'm trying to be that people around you guys.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep them around me. So, all right. So somebody said Chicago, buying right now, not that easy. I don't know what they're saying. These sellers know how hot real estate is, and they're not going for lowball offers. I'm definitely not. I got lowballed on my house.
Yeah, I mean a lot of people lowballing because they don't understand real estate. Like in today's market, you can't lowball. You're gonna offend some people.
Yeah, they offended me.
I was don't ever call me again. Added on the block list.
Yeah.
But if you come with a correct offer that, I mean, you may be a hedge fund, you may be a wholesaler, you may be whatever. If you come correct, and like I always say, make your first offer your best offer.
Yeah.
We ain't gotta go back and forth. I don't care if you're an investor or not. Don't lowball. Like you don't wanna offend anyone. So at least learn what's really good in that neighborhood before you throw out a random number. Like I sold a townhouse in Tampa last month. Okay. And I had some wholesalers hit me up, not knowing like I done did everything they doing. So when they come at me with these ridiculous numbers, you really just gotta play the role like, yo, y'all really having people pay this?
Right.
And you ain't even seen the house? Like you trying to, I know the house worth what it is. You wanna give me 40% of that.
Yeah, like, okay, so the lady said, hey, what would you take to move? I said, to move me, it'll take like $425 because I still gotta go find somewhere else to stay. And you gotta build brand new because the competition is so heavy.
Man, listen.
Competition is so crazy, you gotta build. Like, it's like you can't even, it's like 16 offers on a house the same day, and they taking the offer that's 40,000 over, 80,000 over. Like it's crazy. It's like
right now, it ain't gonna be like that forever. But
right now it's crazy. So it's like man, it's just easy to build from the ground. But
but the price of building, if you're not a big box builder like DR Horton or these other guys, then you really gonna be. I was down in 120, 130 a square foot to build.
I was down in I was just looking in Henry County at DR Horton because they got like one neighborhood for sure that I seen down there.
Yeah,
they were still like $450.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah. I mean, the price of materials is driving.
And of course, the kind of house I'd be looking for.
Yeah, you ain't a little boy.
No. So I'm looking for more bedrooms than this now. So
you don't need no more rooms. Man.
But yeah, like, and so like it's like if to move me, it's gonna take at least $425 to just move me, right? But then the lady was like, okay, so they take all this information down, and she said, okay, this is what we'll be able to offer you, and she offered me $297, and I was like, what is my house is like I can refinance for more than that. Like, I can cash out refinance more than that without even having to move. Why would I even take that? She said, well, we just be trying to find properties that we can add value to. I was like, it's a brand new house.
It's a
Like,
brand new house.
like,
You can't add no value to it.
no. Like, so I don't know who's going for that, but I can sell it on the market for way more than that. Like 350 at least. But like to move me, you just calling me out the blue, it's gonna take more than that. I'm thinking you're a hedge fund.
Right.
You got to be a hedge fund, So what do you think about starting a hedge fund?
I mean, I'm not looking down that road right now. I mean, with everything that we have on our plate, I'm playing a bigger role in everything next year. So it's really gonna take on a lot of my responsibility, like in free time. So I won't be able to think about any new ventures like a hedge fund. But I know some people with a lot of capital that may just start buying up a lot of stuff, but they don't want to be put in the predicament that Zillow has been put in. Like they bought all these houses and they can't even sell them. So now they're talking about they're not buying any more houses. So sometimes when you greedy,
you get stuck because I think that's what happened with Zillow.
Yeah.
Zillow. So all right, so it says so Kendrick says the course sounds interesting and different.
Yeah, the course is very different. Like I was giving examples earlier about the 4,500 for 15 windows on an average of 300 a window. Like if you can be reassured that you're not going to overpay, you want to save more than this $297 that we're charging for this course on the first go around. Like you might get in touch with some janky subs and they already gonna try you with some ridiculous prices on everything. If you got a 2,000 square foot house and you got a painter talking about $5,000, you might want to keep looking because that's way too much. But to someone who doesn't know and watch TV all the time and getting TV prices mixed up with Atlanta or Florida prices because those are California prices, you might realize, a kitchen doesn't cost $30,000, not for a 2,000 square feet. So
So are you getting bombarded with investors or people who not only say investors but people just interested in the real estate space? Is that part of the reason why you created a course? Or
yeah, because a lot of people who want to get started, they don't know where to start. Gino and I always recommend getting your license or at least taking a class to get your license to get familiar with the terminology and the laws. But once they do that, then they want to jump right in to either wholesaling or flipping. And then with those two, they don't understand numbers. So we created this because no one is teaching this. No one teaches you what it's going to cost to renovate a house in 2021 or 22 for that matter. So we created this course in a foolproof way that anybody can understand because we're in a classroom setting. We have videos, we have slides, we have docs. So you're really getting taught like virtual school taught. Like we're teaching you, showing you examples and taking you to multiple properties. And so we're holding your hand basically to help you understand and retain the knowledge that we're dishing out.
Next says, what are the requirements to buy commercial real estate?
Money.
I think it means
our real estate
down or
depending on what it is and where it is.
Yeah.
And the lender is not like a
Money.
Generic question.
That's funny.
Our real estate take money. Like you ain't gotta be smart, you just gotta have some money.
Money, or you don't even have to have the money yourself. You just gotta know somebody who got the money. But money is still involved.
We always preach this thing. You gotta have three things. You gotta have the skill, you gotta have the money, or you gotta have the knowledge. One of the three. I mean the credit.
Gotcha.
Credit, knowledge, and cash.
Yeah, credit, knowledge, and cash.
Yeah. Credit gonna trump all that, but knowledge gonna trump credit.
Yeah.
Because if you buy it right.
Yeah, so and since we here, we might as well talk about it. But one day I was driving and I came across this sign that says 14 acres for sale.
Mm.
And so I called a number on it. And, I was mainly looking for like land outside of Atlanta because Atlanta's so high.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I called a number and the guy, he's like 80 years old. He's like, yeah, I got it. It's 9 acres commercial, 5 acres residential. I said, well, how much do you want? I'm like, how much would you sell an acre? You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to see what an acre costs, And he's like, well, I wanted to kind of just sell it all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, what do you want for it? And he said, I don't know. I said, why not? He said, had it 25 years. It doesn't really affect me kind of either way. And he said, but I was just kind of curious to see what somebody
in order to put a for sale sign out in front of anything, you don't know what you want.
Yeah.
Now, if you telling me you don't know for me to just throw a number out there, then that's different. But if I put a for sale sign on my car,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not gonna say I don't know what I want for it.
Right.
So you can't just.
Yeah. He said, well, I was kind of wanting to see what you was going to use it for. And then
right. Zone 9 commercial and 5 residential I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. But when you had asked the question, when I sent it over to you, I was like, what do you think about this? And you said, is it in a flood zone?
Right.
I was like, you know what? He has questions that I wouldn't even think to ask.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like,
some people might see, they might see 14 acres for 200,000 and think it's a steal, but it got a ravine running in the middle of it.
Yeah.
You can't even do nothing with it, but fly a kite on it or something.
Damn.
But
yeah. So, I was like, damn, like this land is different from just real estate. I mean, just buying houses. Because whenever I'm buying a house, I never have to worry about that kind of stuff because that kind of stuff is all kind of like figured out for you before you buy it, in the neighborhood or whatever. But I was like, dang, like I want to get into the land and stuff, but that's a whole nother thing. And then I was like, dang, they just broke ground they broke ground on 20 acres.
yeah.
Who knows what kind of stuff they have to look at?
They'll get soil tests and all kind of tests, man, that people don't think about when they're buying a house.
Yeah.
Like before they built this development that you live in, it had to be a whole lot of stuff developed. I see you got sewer out there.
Yeah.
So they had to dig everything up and drop that first during the lot development stage and zone everything and
Okay, so somebody says, how do you source deals on your own or do you have wholesalers?
Both. I mean, I as an agent, I can look for deals. Wholesalers hit me up a lot. Even other investors that may have deals that they want to unload will contact me. So sourcing deals right now, I mean, if you can find a good deal, get it, but it's just a lot different now because everybody trying to eat off of one deal. So they got so many fees on it that wholesaler might get it for 100, but I mean, the seller might sell it for 100. By the time you get it, it's 140. You don't have wholesalers and everything, JV agreements and all kind of stuff on top of that before you get it.
Dang. So, I don't know, do you like buying from wholesalers or?
Yeah.
Okay.
The ones that know the game, and I ain't talking about the game as in how it goes, but knows numbers. Like, if I got a particular wholesaler that I use the most, my guy, and he knows numbers because he's an investor. So if it's something that he don't want to take because he's working on something, he'll throw it my way or Gino way, and we'll more than likely grab it because we know anything he sends us, the number's gonna be what we need them to be.
Gotcha. And it's probably even, in ways better working with them because they already have the properties and they just trying to offload them to somebody in particular versus like if it's something on the market and you got all these people bidding and all that kind of stuff and it's just kind of
a lot of wholesalers that jump in the game, they don't understand relationships because they're new. So when they come to you, everybody's a stranger. They're not trying to show you love or anything because they just want this check right now. But if you find one that has a mentality of I'm in this for the long run, then they may go back and bargain to the seller on your behalf because they know you know your numbers.
Right.
So if I know I need to be at 125, if I'm at 140, I need you to go back if you want to make this happen. Most wholesalers knew, be like, nah, don't worry about it. And then they end up
Yeah.
contract DD expiring, so now they done lost everything because they don't want to go back on your behalf as an agent would.
Right.
So
Okay, so who's this? I can't say it. Kumal, is that Kumal Burton says, oh no, we already asked that question. Van Eck says, what was your first property? Asking both of y'all.
my first property as an investment, we don't say investment
Okay.
because I'm sure you're not asking about our houses that we live in. I mean, it was a wholesale deal. It was a great wholesale deal that happened in Grant Park in Atlanta. I didn't renovate it, I sold it. But I got it as a deal. I had enough room on it for me knowing my numbers.
Mm-hmm. What were the numbers like on it?
Back then, bro, this was like 5 years ago. If I remember, it was around 125 for the house.
Okay.
The comps back then were 300, which was high back then.
Yeah, it's low now.
That area,
It's
yeah,
like
it's
nothing.
hella low now. But
Yeah.
that same house is probably worth 500.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, it's like
5 years later, it's
yeah.
worth 500 because it's in Grant Park 30315 zip code.
Yeah.
So it was about 125, needed about 75, 80 in work. So that's a great deal back then. We still around 65% LTV.
Yeah.
But that was a great deal for everybody involved. Me as a new wholesaler and the buyer as an agent. I mean, the buyer as a seasoned investor.
Okay. So you got it from the wholesaler.
Mm-hmm.
How long did it take, like the process to?
About to close?
Mm-hmm.
Probably about 2 weeks.
And the rental costs?
The rental was about 75.
I mean, like, I don't mean cost, but time.
Oh, the time, like on that deal right there, I made 13,000.
Okay.
In 2 weeks.
Oh man, see, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let me tell you, my first deal, my first property was
Macon.
yeah, a buy and hold, and I didn't make anything like almost ever. Like I have it; it's still rented out, and so I profit like 425 a month, but I put a roof on it.
Yeah, that was 2 years.
Yeah. Got an AC unit, got to put in. It was like 5,000 like 8,000 now, something like that, something crazy. So, but I own it and it's going up in value, but it's not like a flip. That's why I like flips over buy and hold. But I bought it for 54.3. I put nothing down because I bought it with a VA loan. It had just been remodeled, at least at the time, because this is like 2009. So it had just been remodeled. So I really felt like I had got a steal. My mortgage was 405. Yeah. It's still only like 480 now, 476 or something like that now. So I rented for like 9 something.
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, but
if you had like 40 of them, you'd be straight.
Yeah, 40. But if I had one good flip.
Yeah, if you had a 40 unit apartment coming.
Oh no, yeah, for sure. But that was my first property. Yeah. So where y'all from? Y'all check in. Where y'all from? And by the way, could y'all smash the like button? Because we definitely ain't got as many likes on here as people watching. And so could y'all smash the like button? But yeah. So get the course. The course, there's a link in the description below that has the course information to his course. And are you planning on making any more courses?
Oh yeah, Gino is currently shooting the new construction course, showing people how to build a house from the ground up.
Wow.
Nobody's doing that course right now. He's the first one. He's the construction king. That's his name, Gino J, the construction king.
Yeah.
And I'm working on some other courses. I haven't started shooting them yet, but we'll be after the holidays.
Yeah.
So, but right now, everybody needs this estimation course because I'm tired of getting these deals across my table that don't make
no sense.
None.
Right.
So
I've heard you tell a few people like this. That don't make sense. Like it's not
at all, man. Yeah. Nah.
Yeah.
But they don't know. They just happy to
Yeah.
get some under contract.
Right.
Can't
And they
be
let
like
dreams be crushed. You be crushing dreams.
I don't crush you. I bring them back to reality. Like,
You be crushing dreams, but then they walk away like, he right though. He right.
yeah, he was right.
He right.
He was right.
Yeah. All right. So I don't know who. There's something we keep spamming on here. Trying to remove. But
Can't beat them bots.
can't beat the bots, man. Can't beat the bots. I don't know what's going on with the bots. But anyway, we about to get off of here. You know, we actually probably need to start doing these maybe like weekly. You know what I'm saying? So right now you watching Casino is the Name. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure you get the course. The link to the course is in the description below. And if you use the promo code Casino, you will get $300 off the course, bringing a $597 course value down to $297. That is for you guys, because you watch this channel and you know this is the home. So and make sure y'all check out the show No More Bando.
No More Bando.
When is it gonna
we still shooting. We're shooting weekly, so
okay.
it'll probably be released at the top of the year.
Okay, for sure. All right, so right now you're watching Casino is the Name. Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and we out.
Cool. See y'all later.